everyone. So welcome to Free Play Friday. It's a new thing I'm going to start. Maybe every other Friday, or maybe every Friday. It depends on how things go. Because my wife's off every other Friday, so I try to spend the night with her and do things that she wants to do and stuff that we want to do together. So Free Play Friday is just going to be me playing free play with a random deck. I'm going to win. I'm going to lose. We're going to talk it out. This is basically kind of like a mini stream, but unfortunately I don't have time to stream. I have maybe a half an hour to grind every night. If I even get that, I get 5 or 6 games in a day. I wish I can get more in. I just can't. I'm a dad. I have a 2.5-year-old and I have another one on the way. So it's just, family comes first. TEPPEN comes later down the line. But yeah, let's show you the deck I'm going to be using. Or what can I use? See, I have a lot of decks. 43, but only certain heroes. Yeah, we'll use the Morgan deck. So, excuse me. Oh, excuse me, sorry about that. So yeah, this is the Morgan deck I'm going to use. It's got Foresight, Hookshot, Ceasefire, Mavik's Memories. I don't know how to pronounce the next one, but they do growth 3, they give -4 attack to a random unit, which is good. Qyphoth Roots, which does, at growth 3, does damage equivalent to the own attack to an enemy unit, and you gain that health back, so it's always going to be 2. I don't have any attack buffs in here. Ketchawacha gains Flight and then Halt on the next level up, which is great. Oops. Dalsim does 1 damage on level 2 and 3 damage on level 4 to 3 damage on level 3 to a random enemy, which is great. Unforeseen Interference, negate action 3 or less. Expose Evil Eye, little bit of MP buff for 35 seconds, which is nice. I try to use it when they use a card, an action card, so I get some free MP out of it. Yuri Purple Spider, she explores for Feng Shui Engine, which gives the unit +1/+4, agility, combo, and spillover, which makes the unit basically a beat stick to death. Dante, growth 3 gains combo, growth, and the next level gains 3/4, which would make him a 4/11 with combo, which is fantastic. This card's kind of like the underrated card in the deck, Elder Greyon Knight. So he inflicts Halt on 5 seconds for 5 seconds on initial growth, and then he gains on death Voltic Knight in its spot. Voltic Black Knight has a shield, and on victory does 5 pierce damage. Combined with Shadowblade, you could basically victory almost every time if you have enough AP. And then so victory, you're destroying the unit in front of you, and then you're doing 5 more pierce damage to another enemy. And if you beat that enemy, pierce damage hits the hero, so it's a really good underrated card. A lot of people don't expect it. Devil Hunter Dante then becomes Double Trigger Dante. Flight and Agility 4/7, very good. It isn't Desire Lilith. I use her because she's again a growth 3. This is based around growth 3. You do on level 2 3 damage and then gain health back equal to it. Level 3 5 damage, level 4 7 damage. I can usually get her to level 3, so I'm at least doing 8 damage to a random enemy on the field and gaining 8 health back. And then Brainwash, it's a staple in a purple deck. But yeah, so we're gonna do some free play, and I'm gonna chat a little bit. Just chat, and you're gonna watch me play, and I'll only play a couple games because, like I said, I only have about 20 minutes left, maybe. I do have to be at work. Work schedule's been with everything going on. They've been crazy, and it's changed 5 times now in 6 weeks. So I work Saturdays now, and I have to get up at 4:30 because I have to be there at 6. So that's new for me. I'll keep this hand. Raging Demon. Okay. It's probably tough. Black is a tough matchup for this deck. Just because everything pretty much but Lilith and Double Trigger Dante can be removed right off the bat. So I'm just going to save up a little MP. Hopefully he uses a card so I can get my MP ramp going, but he's not going to. Oh well, I'll start dropping. Brainwash is probably the best thing I can get here. I'm not going to drop Grey on Knight. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, this is just a we're going to kill you deck. What I'm going to try to do here is do Ceasefire. And I'm going to try to get Lilith buffed up. Or I'm going to try to get Yuri buffed up. Which is fine, because I'm just going to keep using the cards that she gains. Because he can't block it. And then I might steal that Alexia. On next turn. And I'm getting my butt kicked. But we're going to take her. And we're going to hope he tries to do something, because then I'm going to use the engine on... Nope. Alright, so we're kind of in business here. I can kind of do a little bit of work here. So I'm going to try. I don't think it's going to work. But we'll see how it goes. It's neither here or there. What I really wanted to talk about today, though... Ooh. Jeez, this guy's just playing really well right now. He's kind of in the zone. See, I don't like that when people use that on Raging Demon. Like, you're taking out a unit that means nothing to me. But kind of what I want... Oh my goodness, those Alexias are killing me. Oh, I hate that card. Shouldn't have dropped Dante there, but I really had nothing I can do. Man, this guy's got control of this deck like it's nobody's business. And I'm running behind on MP here. Ooh, he's got total control of the board. This deck is just not playing well. And there's going to be game. See, because just in these Raging Demon decks, they're a really good matchup. Because everything you drop just eliminates everything in my deck. Like, I have nothing that I can do with these cards. It's just ridiculous. This is just not gonna end good for me. And there's the final blow. Good job, him. Raging Demon's still very, very strong in this meta. A lot of people don't understand that. A lot of people don't play it anymore. Everybody's playing Ashura Senku. At least that's what I see. But I see a lot of Ashura. I don't see Raging Demon anymore unless I'm playing free play. So, yeah, this deck is not the greatest. But it's fun. I've smoked people, and see, here's what I'm talking about. Here's Ashura Senku. It's probably... We'll see what it is. I'm not going to mulligan hands. This is a pretty decent hand. I can get Dante pretty buff and hookshot him up if I have to. Excuse me. But we're going to play this order because I'm hoping the 4 attack helps keep Dante alive, because I'm assuming he's going to drop something in front of Dante. Again, assuming he makes an ass out of you and me, so we'll figure out how it goes. So we're going to just start dropping... Okay. So I'm going to get some free MP out of this deal. Why? I'm going to block his thing. Screw it. And he surrenders. Like, that was his whole strategy. That's interesting. I don't know why he would surrender. It's still so early in the game. Sure, I'll take the win though. Whatever. Yeah, but honestly, I was gonna make a video update a couple weeks ago for my Jill deck, the last season, the Astalos red and black one that was just rolling. I made the video. That deck took me all the way to champion. It took me all the way to like 1800, super high, and I kinda was making the update video and then I lost. And I was like, one loss, whatever. And I dropped to like 1780 or something like that. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna steal this card. But I dropped to like 1780 or something like that, and it was just really, really frustrating. He's gonna dupe it. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Well, that's very good for him. I'm gonna have to charge up, and I'm just gonna get beat. To have that in opening hand is just, that's high roll and a half. Oh god. This is just, that's called high roll. Like literally nothing I can do. So we're gonna, and I made the wrong drop. Goodness. Goodness. This man has gotten the best opening hand I've ever seen. Wow. Can I fight out of this? We don't know. I don't know why I did that. That's really funny. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Buddy, you had got the best opening hand I have ever seen. Because here comes another one, and I can't do anything about it. Ooh. Somehow I did something about it. Wow, I'm fighting through this. Let's see how it goes. This is a crazy deck. Wow. Craziness. I did not expect this to go the way it's going. Get myself some MP. Okay. Now he's kind of like, ooh, god, I only have one Chun-Li left in the deck. Can I bring her back? I don't know. He still has Sigma, though, so we'll see how this goes. That was a really challenging opening hand. I was just fighting for survival. Wow. You're going to place an infected on the board. That's fine. Totally fine. You're going to send a unit to the graveyard. Probably Cammy. Let's be honest, that's probably exactly what it is. But let's take some time to charge some MP up. So my plan is, I'm going to drop Lilith. Whichever slot opens, and then the next slot that opens. Hopefully I have some MP to do something. I don't know if he has MP to do anything, though. There's his Sigma. Low battery, no. Yeah, but yeah, I was almost, I was almost ready to quit last meta. I really was. Just things were not going well. I was really frustrated. I just wasn't having a good time anymore with the game. And it was frustrating for me. Yeah, he's got this. Totally got this. Wait, cancel that. I don't know if he has this now, because I can do this. Oh goodness. Dante's my savior. No. Oh, the fight out of that was fun, though. That was a fun game. That was really fun. That's the sorry, I was talking about something, and then that game got interesting quickly. But yeah, I was ready to quit after I went on that losing streak. I just, all the zeros, then all the Rakoha, and the constant Denjin, and it just felt like I wasn't playing the game anymore. I was just spectating somebody cycle cards. And then I started talking to the community a lot more. I started talking on Discord to people. I've met some people on Twitter that are hardcore, like, badass TEPPEN players, and they encourage me to keep going, to keep trying new things, to keep trying to get better, and it just refocused me, and I came back. And yeah, I made a meta deck after that, and this is what I'm talking about with Zero. But it's a Tenkoha, which is interesting to me. I'm not going to let him get the MP boost. I don't care. I'm going to make him waste cards. I'm going to steal a unit. Boom. There it is. Stealing units. Sorry, I throw my hands up like people are watching me. That's kind of funny that I got another negate out of that. Let's order some cards here. But yeah, I was ready to quit. I was done. And then I got the encouragement to keep going and stay strong and just know that things are gonna, you know, even though the meta is tough now, it was very tough, but things are going to get better. I'm gonna freaking steal that unit when he evolves him. Or bye. I was hoping he would target him, honestly. It was like my hope. I was like, I hope he hits that Dante. I hope Lilith of Italy hits that Dante. This is what I'm talking about, this deck though. It's very interesting. I'm not gonna let him MP. Oh, it's a 4 cost. I have to let him MP boost. I could hookshot something. I'm just gonna let Dante do kind of his thing. He's kind of in a rolling moment. I'm gonna let him roll. If he drops something in front, I'll just hook shot and go over the top. But and we're gonna do this. We're gonna just counter his. We'll negate actually to save that hook shot. Ooh, fun. But I have all flight, I just go over the top. The game's over. He can't win this now unless he... Yeah, it's over right here. Yeah, I was ready to quit, and then I started talking to people, and the encouragement from the community. The community is so positive. At least the people I was associating with were so positive about the game, and just being like, have fun. I wasn't having fun anymore until I talked to these people, and then all of a sudden the game was fun again. I stopped caring about what deck I was using, what I was placing, where I was. Like, I stopped caring about that. This deck is probably going to roll me. This is a really bad matchup for my deck. I only have 2 cards that survive outside of Dark Destruction, so we're going to see how it goes as I whisper softly. Yeah, things just weren't fun anymore for me, and then all of a sudden they became fun again. After I talked to people, and that was fantastic for me. It was a great feeling. Good buff, Dante. And I'm just waiting for him to do that, so I can drop something that I don't need in front of it. Yeah. It was just interesting, and he surrendered. Really, man? Like, I'm trying to talk and then keep going. It's okay. But I'll play one more. Because I do have to get to bed soon, because I do have to be up for work early. But tomorrow, I'm going to make another video tomorrow night talking about my Nero deck, and I'll give you a little preview after this last game. Well, it's 2 Nero decks that I've used to climb through champions, and as you'll see, I'm at 90 right now. I know the season's young, but this is the first time I've ever touched the top 100. I know it's early, but it's just a good feeling for me that I'm up that high, and I'm going to keep playing and keep trying to get higher. But yeah, this deck is fun. But the game is fun again. Just playing for fun. I'm not trying to impress anybody. I'm not trying to be top player of the world, because I know I'm not. I'm never gonna be. I don't have time to sit here and devote to being this amazingly top player, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. If you don't want, you know, we're gonna play it in this order. This seems like a good order for me, and that kind of helped me focus that. Like, I wasn't really focused on that, and so my game was off, and every time I lost, I was like, oh my goodness, I need to be this person. And that's not true. You don't need to be top player of the world. You just need to be yourself. Play the game how you want to play it, honestly. And of course he gets that card. Oh, I hate that golem, and I hate V, like, really badly. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know if I'm gonna win this one, but we're gonna try. I could have used something else there, but you know what we're gonna do? This is not normal, but we're gonna do it. That's fine, because I have a crazy idea. Please stop. You're wrecking my idea. And that was my idea. Wow, that actually worked out for me better than I thought it would. Because now the only threat on the board is going to be that golem. But he's going to hit my Dulcine, and that's going to be the end of it. So we survived that threat easily. Thank you. So let's charge up some MP. Let's see what big unit they have next, actually. Because that's probably what they're going to do, is drop another big unit. If they drop anything, but they're not dropping anything yet. So I am honestly going to sit here. Actually going to pull another card into my hand. I get a negate, which is pretty nice. That was really nice. And that actually opens up some plays for me. I played that in the wrong order. But I'm gonna let Dante go over the top. Which he's gonna Temptation, so that's okay. As my son would say, that's okay. We'll see what happens here, because that's gonna good. Kinda like this. Kind of like this. I kind of like this. Yes, I do like this, because I'm going to take your little batty bat. Thank you for giving me a big bat. And some health. Thank you. Yeah, so basically my whole point of this whole video is just to talk about how positive the community is. We're not going to let that happen. It's just a really good positive community, and they helped me through a tough time in how I was playing and what was going on in my game. I just didn't have it, and then all of a sudden this season I just have that spark back. I'm looking forward to the next set. I'm looking forward to everything to keep going in this game. So I'm hoping, I've seen the player base die down a little bit. I'm hoping that it comes back up with the new set and everything. And I think a lot of it is because of this is the third season of a hard meta for people, a very frustrating meta. I think several tweaks could be made to make it better. Yeah, Rakoha probably needs to be 20 AP. That's just, it should be. Should be 20 AP. I don't see why it needs to be anything else. But also I think making action cards have to be playable. Their conditions have to be met. Because what's happening is people are putting a lot of 1-cost cards in their 0 decks, and they just use them. Like the one Lumine card that brings an explore action back, like they didn't explore the whole game, yet they're able to play that card. Or something like Soul's Return, when this is what really pushed me over the edge last season, is when I had the guy dead to rights. I had the 0 dead to rights. He had 0 cards left. I had beat X Hunters. I had beat every single legendary he had thrown out. He had maybe, it was like 10 health to 3 health, and he would have no cards left in his hand, no cards left on his deck. He had 1 card left in his hand, nothing left in his deck. The deck is 0, and he plays Soul's Return, and all my units are gone. I cannot make the comeback in the last 30 seconds, even though I still had things like the card advantage. So there's certain cards that you can play without meeting their stipulations, and that is what threw me over the edge. So I think maybe my tweaks would be to make the meta a little bit stronger. It wouldn't necessarily nerf 0 to the point of unplayability, but it would make him actually have to play against the opponent. You'd actually gonna probably have to play units, and things like that. Be to make the cards have to have their stipulations to play. So and it would hurt my Jill deck a little bit, like my red decks, because I use Chain of Fists. Well, Chain of Fists has to hit a unit, so make that like, it doesn't have to hit a unit to be played now, but make it have to hit a unit. Or if you haven't explored, you can't play in a card that pulls an explore card out of the graveyard. Like, I think those are the changes that would make the game more positive without necessarily doing massive nerfs to make a deck unplayable. But I do think Rikoha needs to be between 18 and 20 AP. I say 18 because you do have to play cards to build it up. It's got a different stipulation than Spike Launch. Spike Launch, you literally just lose 12 life and you're set to go. And your first 3 drops could lose you 12 lives. Your first drop, if you got an Urzen, loses you 15. So I see why that's 20. But yeah, so enough talking about that. But again, the community is super positive. I know I got a little distracted while I was playing. I'm sorry for that. You guys don't have to watch this video. You don't have to comment on it. I really just wanted to have like a little chat. I was playing like this is like a practice round for this type of segment. If you guys like it, I'll keep doing it. If you don't, we'll just do deck videos and gameplay. But just a quick overview of the decks I'm going to be talking about in my next video is this Agility Break MP, this Nero deck right here, Devil Breaker, and this Devil Breaker deck, which I call the Zombo Break. It's based off the Zombie Shell. It's a little bit different than the Zombie Shell Nico deck I made, but they're both super fun, and they took me to, right now I'm at 90, and it's playing something new. But yeah, thank you guys for chilling with me on Free Match Friday. Hopefully you guys like it. I kind of rambled on. Hopefully next time I have a little more structure. You guys can send me questions that you want me to talk about. I can talk about cards, decks, strategies. However, I don't mind doing any of that. Like I said, I can't stream very often, so I don't want to say that I'm going to stream. But I wanted to make this video as kind of like, hey, I can answer your questions. So if you have questions, send me a message on Discord, send me a message on Twitter, send me a message on, where else am I, on Reddit, or leave something in the comments if you have a question or you want to see me play a certain type of deck. I'm open to playing all decks, all heroes, on Free Match Friday. I just want to have some fun, and that's what I want to promote with the game, is that it is a fun game and that we can all have fun with it. Yeah, so that's it. I'm checking out. I gotta go to bed. I gotta be up in 4.5 hours to get to work. So good night, everybody. I'll probably post this right when I wake up, so this will sound weird saying good night at 6 or 4:30 in the morning. So yeah, take care guys, have a good night, have a good day tomorrow, have a good weekend. Hope everybody's staying safe.